Hi guys, today I'm going blackberry picking. There's not a lot, but hopefully we'll get a nice good haul. And I'll bring you along and show you what I'm going to make with all these lovely blackberries. So I've come to Seaside and found some beautiful blackberries. So I'm going to pick a lot of blackberries for you and then show you the lovely view. It's a nice benefit in this location to pick some blackberries, and then we'll take them home and make something nice with the blackberries in a little while. Hello YouTube friends, good morning. Now today we're talking blackberries. I've been out into the countryside and picked lots and lots of blackberries, and if you also got lots of blackberries and wondering what to do with them, apart from the usual things, apple and blackberry crumble and blackberry crumbles, etc., I thought you'd come along and I'll show you what I do with my blackberries. There's lots of different things that you can do, but in this video I am doing blackberry muffins like a cupcake, and also blackberry cordial that you can add to your drinks, which taste delicious. You can also add it to alcohol as well if you want, as a syrup, which makes a lovely drink with vodka or gin and ice cubes. So this is a blackberry non-alcoholic syrup, and you can obviously add water to it, or sparkling water and ice, or pour it over ice cream if you thicken it up and make it a little bit more thicker in the cooking process. So I hope you'll join me. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you're here. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe for more content on seasonal making and baking and creating and upcycling, and join me as we go along through the year making and cooking and creating things. Okay, so today we've just got a simple recipe for the cupcakes, and in the bowl I've weighed out the following: 50 grams of butter and sugar. We've got 2 free-range eggs and some self-raising flour. Your self-raising flour you'll need is 125 grams. This should make about 6 cupcakes. Double it up if you want a tray of 12. I'm just making 6 now for the video purpose, but you can obviously double it up. You'll also want roughly about 8 to 7 grams of blackberries, so I've weighed mine out here. Mine are frozen because I've been picking them over the course of 2 weeks, the blackberries, so I've just popped them in the freezer until I'm ready to process them. Okay, and I want some milk, so about 50 mils of milk to thin the mixture down a little, and also juice of half a lemon as well. Okay, so it's a case of just mixing together the butter and the sugar, adding the eggs to it, and squirt of lemon juice and the flour, and then some milk, and then popping them in to the muffin trays with your blackberries. Okay, so simple recipe, so let's get started. Right then, so we've whisked up the eggs and the butter. So what we need to do now is a squirt of lemon juice. Give that a mix, and then in with the flour, baking powder, and carefully just incorporate that all together, and then we'll mix in the blackberries as well. You'll notice that there's quite a lot of flour in this mixture, and that's because when you put the blackberries in, especially because they are frozen as well, there'll be quite a lot of water content in there, so that'll hopefully help bind it together and not become too wet as well. Okay, and that's your mixture. See, all the blackberries are incorporated into the mixture now. This is also lovely with cinnamon in it as well. So let's get our trays. Just put a tiniest bit of milk in, And you're going to have to just do this by eye because it says about 50 mils of milk, but I think, to be honest, if you use frozen berries, you don't really need all that. I just probably about 10 mils only of milk. If you use fresh berries, then you could use up to 50, but just do it by eye. You want it to like a dropping consistency. Right then, so I've got my tray with the muffin cases in, and we're just going to load up the mixture into the muffin cases. As I say, they should do about 6, maybe a little more. So have a few spare cases. Double up the mixture if you want a dozen. They freeze very well as well, these cupcakes, so if you want to make quite a few and then freeze them, just freeze them undecorated and then decorate them at a later date. Now these will take roughly about 20 minutes in an oven at 180 degrees, and while they're in the oven we will prepare the Blackberry Cordial. Right, so on to the Blackberry Cordial now. And I've got 500 grams of blackberries in the pan, and I'm going to add 100 grams of granulated sugar into that pan, and the zest of half a lemon and like a squirt of lemon juice. And all you need to do is heat them up slowly till the juice is oozing really, and then put the fruit through a sieve. That takes away all the pips. And when you've strained it and removed all the pips, you add the sugar, and then you thicken it up again on the heat until it becomes a syrup, and that's when you can use your syrup on the ice creams. You can add it to gin or vodka for a nice juice, or lemonade or sparkling water. So we're just going to put 500 grams of blackberries in a pan on the heat until they're oozing with juice. And because mine, as I told you, is frozen, there'll be a lot of water comes out quite quickly anyway. It'll probably take about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to pass them through a sieve, get rid of all those pips, and return them to the pan, adding the sugar, and then thicken it up into the syrup so we can use it. And it's absolutely delicious. Take away the pips and it's absolutely beautiful. Also, I've done another video on blackberry jelly, which is a jam, but I've strained it and put it through a jelly bag, and that is absolutely incredible. That the problem with blackberries are the pips. Often a lot of people don't like pips on raspberries either. If you remove the pips, you've got the taste, and it's beautiful. So I really recommend you try the blackberry jam as well. I'm going to get my sieve ready and a bowl so I can catch all that lovely flavour. So leave that in. The cupcakes are in the oven, and they need about another 10 minutes, so I'll have a look at those after 15 minutes, see how they're going. Just going to weigh out my sugar now while we're waiting for the blackberries. So you want 100 grams of sugar. So how are you doing then, guys? Are you all okay? I hope you're fine and you are all well, and you're making some nice things in autumn. I hope you enjoy my videos. If there's anything that you'd like me to try and make, please leave a comment in the comment box, and I'll do my best to do a video on that. And if there's anything that you actually do with blackberries, please leave a comment again about that, because everybody will probably love different ideas as well. These are sort of getting hot now, and the frozen water is helping them cook down actually. This year the blackberries didn't do very well because in England they've had in May 7 full weeks of absolutely glorious sunshine. Incredible. The water companies gave us a hosepipe ban. There was a lack of rainfall, so everything dried out, and this really stunted the blackberries this year. The raspberries really took a hit, and the raspberry bushes that I normally pick from, really they didn't materialise at all. They were little shriveled up things. They weren't very nice at all, so we really lost out on the raspberries this year. The blackberries, we did have a couple of weeks where the rain came, and fortunately we managed to get some blackberries, so we were quite fortunate with that. But it's really had an impact. The weather's changing and various things in the gardens and in nature change, don't they? If the weather patterns change, we're seeing quite a bit of a difference, aren't we? So we've managed to get some blackberries. They're very expensive in the shops, aren't they? They're like £2.50 for tiny punnies of about 150 grams. So it's really nice when you can go out in the wild and pick them for free. There's not a lot you can get for free, is there? But you know, it's nice to be able to go foraging and picking things and making things with it. So I'm just getting these all melted now, and then when the juices are extracted, we shall get that passed through a sieve. I've also got a nice bottle to decant the Blackberry Cordial into. I'll show you. This one, now this was originally from Aldi or Lidl supermarkets. Now they often have these, I think the Spanish lemonades come through, and they have the lovely pot lids. And what I do, I think they're like £2, something like that. And what I do is just buy the drink, which is pretty dire really, just like a flavour fizzy pop. But I get it ready for the bottles because these are a lot dearer as killing the bottles in the shops, and there's no difference at all. So for £2 you're getting a really good bottle that you can use. So it's worth getting, just for that. The juices are coming out now, which is good. I'll give it another minute or two, just so that everything is extracted, because you don't want to leave all that lovely flavour in. You want it all out. You can do this with a potato masher. I'm just using the back of my wooden spoon just to squash it all down. And it's now coming all juicy now, which is good. When you push it down, it's nice and very liquid. It's quite a lot of liquid in there. That's what you want. It's going to be mixed with the sugar anyway. Get it all squashed down so all those flavours come out of the blackberries. Right, what we're going to do then is get this pan and pour all the contents through the sieve into the bowl. So we'll use this pan again, so just take anything that's got any seeds out. Doesn't matter if there's liquid in, because you're going to be using it anyway, but make sure there's no seeds left in the bowl. Lovely. And then with the back of your spoon, push down firmly on the sieve so it extracts all the juice out. And I do that until you're very sure that there's no more liquid left. Take everything off the bottom as well to make sure. Lovely. Right, so then put that to one side. Very important also just to wash that spoon before you start putting it back, otherwise you'll reintroduce quite a lot of seeds. And then what I do is just pour the sugar into the pan and mix it around, and then it will get all the mixed with the liquid, and hopefully you'll get most of the solid, the liquid as well. Look how it's coloured the sugar already, you see. Now we just want to put that back on the boil. Just light it up. So we're going to return the juice to the heat, add in the squirt of lemon juice and also the zest of half a lemon. Try and get unwaxed lemons if you can. And then it says you need to boil it up for about 15 to 20 minutes until it thickens up. Smells lovely with the lemon as well. Right then, now the cupcakes are cooling on a plate. Okay, they've all cooked. That took about 22 minutes. I've put 250 grams butter and I've put 375 of icing sugar in a pan. Sieve these blackberry juices from the remaining frozen blackberries here, like I did in that pan. I'm just going to push the juice through so it drips into that mixture, and it will flavour then the icing. You want about 60 grams. It's just so you get that lovely juice in the icing, and it will colour it as well. So kind of like a grey purple. You could always put a bit of vanilla in as well. So that's good. Try and just incorporate it all now, just to save time. But now I'm just mixing in that lovely blackberry juices. Just make it a little bit runny, so you might need to add a little bit more icing sugar to thicken it up. It's very important that your cupcakes are cool when you put your icing on, otherwise they will just melt. You've probably seen the Great British Bake Off where they put everything in the fridge to cool it down quickly. And that's a beautiful colour now. Look at the shade of that. I hope it's coming up. It's like a dusky pink really. Okay, so these are not totally cool yet, so I shall come back and ice them shortly when these are totally cooled. Back to the syrup. I've sterilised the jar. I'm using a little funnel. Give it a good stir. And just add a little bit of water. You don't have to, but I'm going to add just a little bit of water to mine to make it go a bit further. And then we'll decant it into the bottle. If you go with a kilo instead of 500 grams, I did, you'll find that because this is only giving you about a third, isn't it? I have got this bottle, which probably would fill that. Now that's already sterilised, so I might just pour it into here. So we're going to decant it into a smaller bottle. That's lovely. Wiping the top, make sure it's all clean, and then pop the lid on, and then label it. That would be nice as a gift in a hamper for Christmas. You can make quite a lot of this, and then, you know, buy these. These are from the range or online, and then fill them up. I'll use this one. We'll drink this week probably. Pour it over ice cream. Put it through sparkling water. Go back to buttercream and just taste that. Make sure it's got a lot of the blackberry coming through. Oh, it tastes lovely, guys. Very nice. I mean, what I could have done, because this is warm, I could have just put this in it, couldn't I? Right, so the cupcakes are nice and cold. You can scoop the middle out and put jam in them if you wish, or you can just put the icing on the top. And what I've done, using a very large star-shaped nozzle and an icing bag, I've put the actual icing into the bag, and we can begin to ice the top. So you start in the middle and go around the edge of the cupcake, coming back on itself, making a nice little pattern. You can also start at the edge if you wish. Lots of different ways of decorating cupcakes with these nozzles. I found this nozzle is very, very versatile. One's just lots and lots of different blobs. when you're using real butter, the icing can melt very easily, so I'd get them into the fridge if it's a hot day as well, to protect your icing from melting. You may want to use a different butter. The colder the better, of course. So that's all the cupcakes, and what I'm going to just do is put a single blackberry on the top of each one, in the middle. So I hope you agree that they look really nice, and they're very, very tasty and delicious. So we've got our lovely Blackberry Cordial or syrup and Blackberry Cupcakes. Really simple and easy and tasty make for this season. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to enjoy one of these now with a cuppa, so relax and enjoy the rest of autumn. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, please press the like and subscribe for more makes from Victoria Makes, seasonal baking, creating and upcycling. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.